Did you think you could stop me, Facebook? Welcome back to, I guess, a half-past the fucking show. Nice try. Nice try. You ain't gonna stop us, Facebook, just because we're asking fucking the right questions. Welcome back to, I think, this is, after our, what was it, 1.5 break or something like that? You ain't gonna stop us. You can't stop us. God, man, what's up with that shit? What was I saying before I was rudely Facebooked? Before I was rudely Zuckerberg? What was I talking about, Spanky?
Video angles. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Ooh, it's all about the angles. Ooh, we gotta get the angles right.
Video angles.
Oh yeah, video angles. Okay, all right, let's get it back. Let's get this back on track. Okay, real quick. So, what was I at? So, there has been some appearances, anyways, of video angles of the way this was depicted. Video angles, what I mean, I'm talking about optics, is that why is it that it was okay for everyone to slam and attack the Parkland kids about their Second Amendment, whether you believe it or whether you agree with them or not, and you thought it was okay, they're just a bunch of dumb kids and they were just memes and all stuff. Because we made memes too. I mean, I'll admit it. I made some Parkland memes. And, I'm probably going to get fucking reprimanded for this, but fuck it. Yeah, I did. I'll admit it. I threw some memes up, about what they want, what the Parkland survivors were trying to do to the Second Amendment. So everyone jump only because I'm a Second Amendment enthusiast. I believe in the Second Amendment just like anybody else should believe in the First Amendment. But then all of a sudden now when these kids get attacked, holy MAGA. You better shut up. You better don't make fun of these kids. Don't talk about these kids. The Parkland kids have had every single one of their fucking addresses, names, and all that, and dealt with a bunch of shit. These kids, I mean, again, think about it. Have you ever had an old man walk up to you and ask you for fucking money? I mean, granted, would I have been a little bit put off a little bit if I saw an elderly man coming up to me beating a drum? I definitely would shut the fuck up, only because I was taught to raise my elders. I would not be jumping up and down and grabbing my junk and then making fun of them and all that, and then singing the Tomahawk song or whatever they were doing. Man. I mean, these are just simple. These are simple fucking questions that I have as your host of the Monday edition, and of course your Horse and Sergeant's Time. Just want to ask you guys. These are some of the questions that you should not be shoveled into either side. You guys want to make sure that you get both and all sides of what happened, because right now we heard the kids' point of view, we've heard the Native Americans' point of view. We saw a video of the Black Israelites doing whatever they were doing. So there's a little bit more context in it. It only seems like only one group of people is being believed more than another person. That's why I have not really offered opinion on it, because I'm kind of like, I know if I saw, first off, if I saw my kid jumping up and down like that to an old man walking up in D.C., because you're in D.C., you had anybody walking up to you. They could be asking for money or something like that. You don't start jumping up and down and hooper and hollering and grabbing your sack. That's what I saw of videos that I saw so far. I think there's been 2 or 3 videos of the many vertical filming fuckers that were out there. There were so many fucking videos that probably are getting uploaded now as we speak. Those are my questions that I have. Where are the freaking adults? Reality Day, watch this segment. What was that? Some Rosa Angela. Whoa, hang on. Rosa Angela Perez. And this masterpiece of resonate. Whoa, hang on, man. You were like throwing some. Whoa, that. Wow. Hey, easy on the freaking damn. Yeah, Rosa Angela, appreciate your comment there, but that's the biggest cut and paste comment I've ever seen. I'm not hitting on the you even dropped down some freaking LinkedIn, some Twitter, some Snapchats and all that. Yeah, we got zucked. So these are viable questions that you should be asking yourself before you start jumping on either side. of whatever. Everyone's like, well, yeah, Jake, exactly that. Noah, let them all fight. That fucking. I'm not saying I'm the kind of guy that likes to watch train wrecks, cleavage in the sun. Shit you're not supposed to be looking at and staring at for a long time. But I would have, yeah. I like the way you think, Noah. A Royal Rumble. That's right, Jake. The adults were acting like fools too, because to escalate that, I would have immediately gotten all the kids. If I was a chaperone and said, "Hey, y'all need to step back." At this point, I'm not looking at it's a matter of freedom of speech. I'm looking at the kids' safety. Is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the kids that are there. Are they going to be protected and all that? Being the fact that DC has a very strict gun ordinance, they don't let you have any guns. They don't even reciprocate some concealed carry like they say they're supposed to. But anyways, yeah, that got turned ugly. I'd have gotten all the kids. I'm like, all right, kids, let's move out. Let's walk away from this. Let's do the Christian thing, turn the other cheek type business. I got so many fucking jokes I want to drop off, but I don't want to sound like an asshole. I have so many.
What?
I have so many.
You don't want to sound like a what?
I have so no, because again, this right now is a very visceral and very sensitive subject. You have everybody just jumping on all sides. I mean, I've never seen so much cripple fighting over some one event. I mean, they're like other reporters calling other reporters to tell them to shut up, and other reporters that you better delete your Facebook page. Other reporters saying you better delete your tweets, and I'm thinking, there's people that are like, I'm taking names of everybody who said something. Look, stop. The world is coming to an end if you're sensitive about what's being posted about you on Facebook. If that's what's going on, and I didn't authorize that. That's fucking. It's illegal. I didn't allow you to put my Facebook. I didn't authorize you to record me. Blah blah. You don't have my permission to record me. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Holy shit. The fuck's the world's coming to where people are so fucking, like C.T. Fletcher says, man, that pussification of a nation. Can't even handle back and forth. You got reporters. Everyone's saying that they're held liable. How is somebody held liable for the actions of somebody? You know what? If the kids make it, if the kids are getting like death threats, yeah, that's fucked up. That's just me. I mean, I don't care what my kid did. If you're threatening my fucking kid, yeah, I got something for that ass. Now, no, don't get me wrong. I'm going to ask my kid, what happened? Please say you got some fucking video, or please tell me that wasn't your fucking face up there that millions of the people would see.
I know that part.
I have no idea who they are. This is new. So
You're getting recorded. You know how many people have cameras outside of their house? Like, I mean, drive down my street and you're getting recorded. Just saying.
we can get JR and King. Who the hell's that? Who's JR and King? Who's JR and King? Is that some sort of I have no idea who to get the commentary for what? To come for us? We don't need nobody to do the commentary for us. No, it just, we want to, me personally, I want to remain objective on this right now because I want to see, I have a feeling there is more shit out there. Now, this kid made a statement, I guess, his name is Sandman or Sandberg or whatever his name is. Maybe I'm glad I don't know the kid's name, so that way, I guess he's receiving death threats and all sorts of shit. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop on this shit. I heard there was going to be a follow-up to my Crohn's disease. Oh, the fight. Gotcha. Okay. Sorry, no, I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, okay, gotcha. Thanks, Latasha. Thank you. You got individuals. I'm still on fresh. I just caught up to Fleek and Hip and Dope. Your seniors or something like that. Basketball team or something like that. I don't know, there's some kids. Do we have any new we have to go back again to fucking find out what the new words are for hey, this is dope, fresh and funky and anyways.
I'll have to ask the girl on the new words.
Yeah, if that was my kid acting full for no reason. Yeah, exactly. If I saw my kid jumping up and down grabbing a sack to an old man, I'd be like, first off, I don't give a fuck who this old man was. You're walking up to an old because for all I know, the kid probably thought he was a homeless person. The kid probably thought he wasn't a homeless person. It doesn't matter. But if there's an old man walking up to you and then you're jumping up and down going, oh, fucking, that's what I'm seeing. Oh, they were just chanting their school. They're just chanting their school motto, or they're imitating the Chiefs and the Braves. Shut the fuck up. I mean, come on, man. That's like those. You as adults are making excuses that a kid would make. That baby Ice has better excuses on why he took his diaper off and wiped shit all over the dogs. You know what I mean? That's he has better excuses than,
well, they were just chanting the Atlanta Braves. So when they saw the Native Americans, they were feeling respectful, and dragging their junk really was kind of like the way they were dancing in their own tribal way.
you know what I mean? That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. I mean, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing these. Everyone's like, whoa, Ice, don't you see this video? Let me see this video. Oh, shit, that's pretty fucking crazy. And look at this video. Oh, I fucked that kid, man. He's like, well, look at this video. Oh, no, see, you didn't get the whole story. Okay, let me see it. And I'm seeing more and more videos. Videos are starting to trickle in. And I'm thinking, okay, there's a whole lot of incitement going on from everybody on this. Everyone's getting incited and all this shit.
Well, maybe he was just doing the...
when I saw that,
he's doing his he's doing his Atlanta Braves impression.
What are you talking about? Because right now, did you know that like the Native Americans have a beef with the Braves, the Indians, the Redskins? The actual only sanctioned fucking sports team right now is the Florida State Seminoles. Yeah, the Seminoles. They are the Seminole Nation. Are the ones that gave that that was authorized. You know, they're the ones that fully support that the name. They were the ones that even said you were looking at the colors and all this other stuff. Ah, thanks. Yeah, there's actually reports that the guy's not even a veteran. So we're waiting to see what that's going to happen. I guess the guy, this guy says he's a Vietnam vet. He says he's a Vietnam veteran, so we'll find out. There's reports say that he is or he's not. My question is, I'm going to see what happened. We'll see what happened. Fuck, I'm not going to... Now, don't get me wrong. On the first onset, I was like, ooh, yeah, this looks kind of fucking... Damn, that's kind of like disrespectful. Why are they disrespecting the old man? That's what I thought. And then I was like, oh, shit. And then as soon as oh, shit. Now these kids are getting death threats, and now these kids are getting the Covington Catholic High School. They don't have a oh chant for their fucking for their games. Are they like, I don't know, what do Catholic school have for mascots? You know what I mean? Don't they have like the Crusaders or some shit like that? They have like the Padres. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm regular. If you're Catholic, man, I'm sorry. Nobody's sacred here. I'm just asking fucking questions. Some of the things that I've been hearing these people are saying is like, oh boy. Yeah, I'm a Mets fan. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. Oh, there you go. That was fucked up, Ray. You're right. Calling them the N-word and shit. Yeah, that was the other show. That was before we got cut off. That's what I had said earlier. That's the black Israelites calling the African American kids that went to that high school, calling them Uncle Toms and the N-words. Yep, we already said that. Yep. So that's what I'm saying. There's all the stories that are coming in are from different are only from one side so far. Now you've kind of noticed what's happening right now with the different methods of CNN saying something to fucking Fox News saying something. We're gonna talk about Fox News in a minute. Because I like talking about Fox News. And then some other independent reporters saying something, some magazines saying something. Do you know who's been really quiet about it lately so far that I've noticed? Is the vet community. I've yet to see a truck rant video. I mean, some of the truck rant favorites are not, I don't see nobody talking about this. I don't see nobody busting out the, I don't see the rubber chickens coming out.
I was going to say, is there a chicken video yet?
Is there Our Catholic school here is the Vikings. Okay, cool. Oh man.
You know, I actually went to go look and see what Covington Catholic High School mascot was. I can't get their webpage to open at all. So
Well,
I
I
don't know.
mean, yeah.
Like their
Yeah.
official webpage.
Yeah, exactly. I'm waiting for the veteran community, because you know we're not of you know I don't not to talk about our veteran brothers and sisters, but we're kind of like talking about the it's just the vet community's not saying shit. You're right, William. Ah, damn it! Did we get another fucking? Hang on. Everyone's like really jumping on this broadcast, man. They want to like fast and tweet and say we're all messed up and shit. And look, if you're gonna be a bitch about what we're saying on here, don't report us. Go somewhere else. If you have an issue with how we're saying something or all that, because we're just asking for different opinions and something like that, then fine. Then go somewhere else. Anybody who's I'm getting flash reports of fucking we're being reported and all that just because we're asking. I'm asking fucking questions. You notice I'm not taking anybody's side right now. My question was another question that I had is I didn't hear my fucking veteran brethren. Hang on. Hang on. There's always one. He's gonna get mad when I say it. It's only love, man. It's only love. And if you know who I am, this wouldn't bother you. Hang on.
You don't understand is how come we got, veterans that are not doing this, not doing that, and how come the veterans are getting disrespected and veterans and veterans and veterans.
So, hey, what's up, Dan? Sorry, man.
Hey, how was it?
Hey, you caught me mid-stroke, brother. let me. No, you're good. Well, I was gonna get ready to jump on a break right now, but I was going off on a tangent. So let me go ahead and take a break, and then we'll be right back. So shots.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
Nothing feels the same. Let it all be out.
tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
And we're back. Part 2.5, I guess we could say, of the Monday edition. Joining us tonight is Dan Thurs from Tactical Reviews. What's going on, big man?
Hey, how's it going? It's been about a year since I was here.
Yeah, man. I was about to say it's been a while. I mean, your website. You were starting to grow a pretty good presence. I'm gonna cut to the chase, man.
Yep.
So apparently we were discussing Second Amendment stuff pretty good on our your last visit, and then just when you started to get, I guess you would say, I mean, we were following you. You were getting pick up and getting some traction. YouTube cancels your channel.
Yeah, pretty much. It was kind of a rude awakening. Got up, I think it was Sunday morning, and it's like, what do you mean my channel is gone? It's just gone. Was right at the end of the month. They kept all the money I earned for that month, everything. Yeah. Had no interest in even did the appeal. It's like, too bad, so sad. Okay. And get this. This is the reason why here. I got it right here, the email. After review, we determined the activity on your account violated our community guidelines. Big surprise there. Which prohibit spam, scams, or commercially deceptive content.
You weren't being deceptive. You weren't scamming nobody.
Exactly.
You had one of the most rated. I mean, like I said, you had one of the most up and coming rated channels starting to come. How many subscribers were you able? Or can you even see your subscriber list anymore?
No, I can't see anything. The channel's totally gone. They deleted all the videos.
Man.
The whole works. We were at about 8,500 subscribers at that time.
Yeah. You were picking up. I was gonna say close to 10. I think you were close to 10 when I was tracking last. But yeah.
Well, they kept deleting my subscribers. They were harassing us for probably over a year. You know, they started off with that. Oh, this video doesn't really fit what our advertisers want, so we're not going to monetize you. You can ask for a manual verification. And they just kept doing that to my videos. They've been doing that to a lot of channels. And then, I click on it. They go, oh, okay, it is good. Well, now the video's lost, it's been seen a whole bunch, and it hasn't made any money. It's lost all its traction, so no money being made. They did that to one of the videos that had 2 million views on it.
Yep.
Saying that it just wasn't good for their advertisers, and it wasn't an active enough video. They said at 2 million views, it was being viewed 10 to 20,000 times a day.
No, but it wasn't good to their.
It wasn't good. But then they put it back, and then all of a sudden, with the Vegas shooting and the whole bump fire stock thing, they removed 2 of my videos that were over 3 years old, and gave me a 90-day suspension for that. Even though I had removed one of the videos, because they removed the one and gave me the ding, and then I quickly removed the other bump fire video, and then they still dinged me for it and gave me a 90-day suspension. So I had to muddle through that. And then a little while later, then all of a sudden, we're going to demonetize you for 30 days because we believe you're going on your videos and clicking on the ads yourself. I ain't got time to sit there.
I'm about to say, dude, your reviews are pretty thorough. I don't think you have time to sit there and click it 2 million times.
Well, yeah, it's like I'm not going to click on ad in a video 1,000 times to make 50 cents. That's what they were doing, was like 50 or 60 cents per 1,000 clicks for my income. And I mean, I was making decent money because I was getting hundreds of thousands of views a month. and then they just kind of left me high and dry. And then on top of that, when they deleted it was right at the end of the month. So all that money that I had banked up in Google Ads, they kept that. They said that I can't have that.
Now, see, that's my that was going to be my next question. Was there something in the user agreement between them and you that anything like that made? Because I mean, that's considered like work you've already put in that they owe you. That's just the way I would see it.
To be honest, I don't know. I just was fed up with YouTube at that point. I'd had that channel for like 5 years.
Yeah, I know.
And they changed the terms of service how many times? And so, I mean, I don't know what was there at the time. It's not like anything that they have there is really clear. You know, they just interpret it how they want, and they change the rules. They can't even follow their own rules, and they expect us to follow them.
Oh, I know. We get just the same. Just right before you, I'd say maybe about 4 or 5 months ago, we were blocked. I mean, we were where YouTube had just totally turned off our channel, and we had appealed it so many times, and we're like, what do you? It was for one event. They wouldn't tell us what it was. And our YouTube channel was suspended for, God, man, it was almost 8-9 months. And then finally, So finally we just, I mean, we still had all our broadcasts up. I think what they were doing was they were probably reviewing them. I don't know, looking back at some of the broadcasts, because we're now starting to pump onto YouTube as well. We didn't know what it was that was the catalyst. So the next thing you know, we get a message saying, hey, you're not playing it. We've stopped. You've been suspended, and we're like asking, hey, what the hell for? And we just started up the YouTube channel for us, and it was just like, what are you talking about? Now, so I have a feeling they did the same thing to you. Well, actually, they did worse to you than they did to us. Because
your day is coming. Sorry to say it.
Yeah.
Expect it when you least expect it.
Oh, I know. No, Facebook does it to us all the time. We were I was talking some crap earlier at the beginning of the show, and Facebook, all it takes is a couple of people to report it, and Facebook will shut us off like right midstream. They don't care.
Oh yeah.
And so we're like, we have the ability to jump right back on real quick, pretty quick to do it. But it's just frustrating the fact that you, I mean, your shows, your vids were not, they weren't very intrusive. I mean, I didn't think they were like, if I wanted to know about a certain weapon, because you cover all tactical equipment, you cover knives, you cover rifles, you cover different attachments and accessories.
Yes.
So tell the audience that weren't here a year ago. God, man, bro, it's been a year, long time no here, man. Holy crap. So tell the audience exactly what do you do as for tactical reviews? What is tactical reviews?
Well, I don't sell products, and I know a lot of people they say, well, you just sell products, so you're just trying to make money. It's like I don't make money on these products. The companies that want me to review their products, they send me what they want me to review, be it a knife or a full weapon. The last thing I just got in a Tavor X95.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God, is that a nice weapon?
Not bad.
I love it. So I mean, there's no skin in the game for me. It's just, I just got stuff piled up. And then I go over it and I give kind of a review, maybe just like an intro to it. This does, this is this. It kind of gives some of the information about it. This weapon system can do this or that. This part can be used for this. And I do that with all equipment from knives to body armor to full weapons to assembled weapons. We even got a 50 BMG AR-15 upper from McCutcheon Firearms. And that changed right after we got that too. The ATF went and made it so now you have to go to an FFL to buy a BMG upper. Doesn't have to have a receiver on it, just the upper.
Now, for those of you that are not gun savvy, that's a 50 caliber, big, what was it? What was it called?
Big mother gun.
Yeah, big mother gun. I didn't want to miss it up. Big mother. Yeah, big mother gun. It's basically a 50 caliber, the same that's used in the military on the M2 Browning 50 caliber machine gun.
The Browning machine gun rounds. Yep.
So now with that, why did the ATF automatically say this is the reason why we're doing it, or they just said now? 50.
I didn't get a reason why. I would imagine it's, the soccer moms pressuring them and stuff. But all BMG uppers now have to have a serial number on them, just like a lower receiver. So they have to be sent to an FFL. They can't cross state lines unless going to an FFL. Basically, they turned an upper receiver into a weapon. And it doesn't make any sense. So I know there was one, I believe, I'm just talking for what I think here. Safe Harbor was another one that made the BMG uppers. And I don't think they're making the BMG uppers right now. I could be wrong on this, so don't flame me if I'm wrong. But I don't think they had a firearms manufacturing license. That would be my guess. And like I said, I'm just guessing on this, whereas McCutcheon Firearms did have a license because they are selling them. And I don't know of any other BMG uppers that were being sold in the U.S. I think there was only 3, but there was only 2 that I can think of.
So if I were to, so it doesn't matter. So now if I'm just buying a component that has to do with a 50 BMG, that has got to go through an FFL because it's now going to be serialized. So that means that that was an upper that was attached to an AR receiver, though, right?
No, it is. It goes on an AR-15 receiver, lower receiver, but it doesn't have to be on a lower receiver. It still has to go through an FFL.
That's unreal.
So if you wanted to buy, just like you were buying a 300 blackout upper for your AR, if you did it with a BMG, you have to go to an FFL. And it's just more paperwork.
Is that? I guess. Yeah, I mean, I know you're good about it, but is that is that a loophole? Is this something I've never heard of that? So basically, you're just buying the barrel. You're just looking at a barrel.
Yep. Yeah. This was as of, I believe, January of last year. So it's been just about a year. And my brother and I, we both got BMG uppers. He got his from Safe Harbor, and I got mine from McCutcheon. And we both made it just under the wire. So we didn't have to go through the FFLs. And it's unfortunate because it's a nice weapon. You figure for $3,000 or $4,000, you got a full-on BMG. You're not paying $8,000 to $10,000 for one. It's bolt action. You can either get a single round or magazine fed, but still, I don't need a semi-automatic BMG. I just shoot for fun.
Yeah.
But,
well, yeah,
but
of
anyway,
course. Yeah. So I'm sorry. Continue. Go ahead. I didn't mean to.
As we were saying that, I review this stuff and then I use my social media footprint on Twitter and Facebook and such to kind of push those videos out to get traffic to these companies. So basically, they're giving me products and I'm giving them advertising traffic, is what it comes down to. Unlike other, I'm not in any way going to talk down about any other reviewer, but I don't know how they all do it. That's just how I do it.
Correct. Now
I don't want to be trying to sell the products because then I'm going to go and I'm going to talk it all up really good.
Of course.
And I want a little bit more of an honest review of the product. I'm certainly not going to go and tear a product apart. If a company sends me something, I'm not going to rip it apart. I've had 1 or 2 companies that have sent me things that I had a lot of problems with. One of them was body armor. And I shot it and the 9mm went through it. And it was supposed to stop 9mm. And I say, I'm not putting this video online until I talk to you guys. Turns out they told me to put the Kevlar plates on backwards. So I shot the person side, not the strike face side, and the rounds went through.
Oh, wow.
And so I used that video footage to say, don't put your plates in the carrier backwards because there's a big difference. And I talked to the guy and he explained why with the Kevlar weave, there's different weaves as it goes through that plate. And it can just push right through from the other side. Was a good learning experience for me, but I would never rip apart a company. That would just be, it isn't right. I'd rather the company fix the problem than try to, hurt their business.
Correct. Now you were saying also that these are products that are provided to you. You provide do they give you any specific, hey, I want you to look at this, or I want you to look at that, or they just say, here, take it and go?
Usually when I talk to them, they say, what would you like to send? Or what would you like us to send? And I'll say, what do you want me to market for you? What do you want me to review? And what do you want me to just kind of get some traction in? And they'll say, well, I'll send you some stuff. And a lot of companies, like Sylvan Arms and Mission First Tactical and a few others, they just send me a box full of stuff. And I say, here, go. And that's great, because when I have a bunch of different things, I can do a bunch of different videos. Whereas, some company, they'll send me like one knife, little folding knife. It's like, okay, I can do one video with this. Other companies, they sent me 5 or 6 different muzzle brakes, or the pistol grips for the AR platform. I say, I can do multiple videos for this. That's going to get you more coverage, and that's what I want. I want these, because it is so hard online for anything firearms related to get any type of advertising. You can't buy advertising on Google, Yahoo, or Bing for scope ring, because it goes on a gun. It's in their terms of service. And it's like, how are these companies supposed to advertise?
Well, they just don't want you to advertise for your stuff. You know what I mean? They're very, I know we talked about this before. Has anybody come up to you, or has anybody approached you in your other platforms? Because you said you're on Twitter. Has anybody said, hey, dude, well, we don't like this on here? Have you had any flack from that yet?
As far as somebody who would actually like the products, or are you talking about a troll?
Well, okay.
Because I do get a troll from every now and then.
Yeah. I'm about to say, yeah, I'm sure, but I'm saying more of the, like, you'll have somebody from a major company say, hey, look, we're getting flack from this company because of the thing that you put, like a advertising firm and all that. Or can you pull it? Have you had anybody try to do that to you as well?
No, nobody's ever asked me to pull anything. Usually when I do any type of advertising for a company, I try not to overlap two similar companies. So I'm not gonna put a video that has gunmaker XYZ and also gunmaker ABC and then compare them, and then maybe make XYZ upset because I said ABC's was better. I've never had anything I wouldn't do anything like that. I don't want to compare two products and say this one's better, because that's just not what I'm looking for. I want people to get an honest opinion of that particular product, because not everybody can afford every kind of product. Not everybody can afford a $300 knife. They might want a $20 knife. Or same thing with a gun. Not everybody can afford a $2,000 X95, but maybe they want a $500 AR-15. And you can't compare the two to each other.
Correct. Now, has Twitter been friendly with you? Has Twitter deleted anything or have removed something from your posts yet?
They removed one picture and gave me a 12-hour suspension, just from posting, which didn't really do a lot because I schedule everything with TweetDeck, so everything I had scheduled went through anyways. And then if anything I wanted to do right away, I just simply did a Periscope podcast, and that went on without a problem. But it was, from what I could tell, it was a picture. We do, our followers send in pictures of their firearms or weapons, knives, bows, whatever the case may be. And then I remove the metadata from it, and I ask them not to put serial numbers and stuff. And then I post them up as user-submitted gun porn, if you will. And if you want your stuff posted, just send it to me and I'll get it up. And I get tens of thousands of pictures, so they're on all the time. For what I can tell, one of those pictures somebody didn't like and must have reported it, and Twitter just decided that I would get a 12-hour suspension out of it, and that was it. Well, that, and they won't let me do any type of promoting or anything, no advertising with them.
Oh wow, really? Okay.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing with Facebook and YouTube and
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
You know, I don't sell anything. You know, I want to promote my channel or my page.
Yeah.
I can't. It's like, okay, whatever. It's like I don't know who's running these places, but boy, no wonder they need safe spaces.
Well, we had this discussion before last year. I remember.
Yeah.
So real quick, we got a couple questions in the chat. So how long do you think it'll be before the uppers AR uppers get serial numbers? I mean, get I guess they have to go through the same issue as well. I mean,
well, that's right on line with the BMG, and I never saw it coming with the BMG. It kind of caught me by surprise. I mean, I hope it never comes. I suppose it's likely, and it wouldn't surprise me if it did. I haven't heard any legislation for it, but I didn't hear anything about the BMG stuff either.
See, that's the thing. Don't you think? I think I think somebody dropped a loophole in it for it. Just by, you know what I mean?
I'm not sure. I know that anything that's over 50 caliber is considered a destructive device. It's no longer a firearm. And I think I'd have to do some measuring, but isn't a BMG actually like a 0.51 or something like that? I think it's actually just a hair over 50.
Yeah, actually it is.
So it's possible that they got through that way with the loophole. I mean, I'd have to pull out my caliper and check it, but I think it's just a hair over 50. So that would be my guess. I'm just guessing on it.
Yeah, I'm just we have somebody's asking about do you know about 18D combat blood soakers? Well, I don't know if it's a joke or what. Do you know anything about that?
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, neither.
No. Did somebody Google that? Tell me what it is.
Does Dan know about 18D combat blood soakers? 18 Delta is a special forces medic, and blood soakers is a. Have you reviewed any field dressings or something like that?
I did. What the heck was it? Of course, it's in my range bag. Scorpion Survival, I think it was. I have an active shooter kit that they had sent in, and that had like the blood, the clot stop, and some of the
yeah. That's it's called what is it? Hang on, let me look at it right quick. Yeah, Survival for Everyone is what the name of the.
Yep, that was another company that I did some work for too. Survival for Everyone. They got some good stuff.
Yeah.
I think they had a big package of the blood clot stuff. And I keep a couple of packs of that in all my cars, in the glove box. I got a whole bunch in my range bag because you come up on an accident, a fresh accident, you're going to stand there and watch somebody bleed out, or you're going to grab something. I'd rather have a couple packs of that clot stuff. But that active shooter kit, I think that was Scorpion Survival, and they had like a tourniquet in there. It was a nice kit for, I want to say it was like $35 or something like that. And I just keep it in my range bag.
So if you had it, okay, so that was that one question. Did you have anyone else? Hang on, somebody's making jokes. Combat tampons.
Oh, jeez. No, I haven't tested those out.
So how did you go about testing the active shooter kit stuff or the Survival for Everyone stuff? How did you do that? How do you test? I mean, did you? I want to say you shot somebody, but is there? What did you use to test it?
There's not it. The Survival for You one, I think that was just the blood clot stuff, and it's just putting the clotting agent on blood. And the company actually sent me a video clip of it being tested on blood, on a guy's arm where he cut his arm. Apparently the guy was very clumsy in the garage. So he always keeps those packs in the garage. And he came in, he videotaped it, and they gave me permission to use that in my video. And I talked about how it worked, and then I went over the ingredients and stuff like that. Basically just kind of giving just an infomercial on it without, stabbing myself in the neck and saying, look, it works as I pass out on the ground.
Or give yourself a tourniquet. Have you come across any tourniquets or something like that?
Yeah, the Scorpion Survival had a tourniquet. It's that like an elastic, like a rubber. Give me just a second. I'm gonna step away from the mic here for just a second.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
There it is. Medical Response Active Shooter Kit from Scorpion Survival. I think they're only on like Amazon and stuff now. So I'm pouring it out right now.
No. This is cool. This is kind of cool.
It comes in a nice little bag, Ziploc. It comes with one of those like scissors, it's actually really big. I've worked real good with gloves and stuff. The tourniquet here, it's a SWAT T tourniquet.
A SWAT T tourniquet. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna have our EMS folks. What's a SWAT? So what does it look like? Can you describe it?
It looks like a wide rubberized band, and then you wrap that like around the leg or whatever, and then you pull it, and then it sticks to itself, and it's like 2.5 inches wide, maybe. So it's a nice wide tourniquet. It's not like you're using a piece of rope or an extension cord or.
I see it now. Yeah. I just Googleized it.
Yeah. And then it also includes like some shrink wrapped, great big bandages, the Clodex.
Yeah.
Some of the other stuff, the smaller gauze bandages here, strip, little roll of gauze. So I mean, basically what it would take to deal with a fairly serious, not body core related gunshot wound, but something to the leg or the arm, perhaps. I guess if it's the head, you could probably wrap the tourniquet around the neck, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, everyone's got. Oh no! Don't use that. Everybody's like, don't use that.
Yeah, don't use that one.
Don't use that. Yeah. Now, apparently, there's been some medical controversies lately on the use of specific tourniquets in the medical field. I mean, I'm not a med guy. I may have received some limited training in my career how to use it. So when someone's like, "Oh, don't use that," I'm like, I'm not supposed to know. You said that tourniquet's made out of rubber.
It's like rubber. I haven't opened it. It says stretch, wrap, and tuck. That's what it says on it.
Oh wow, yeah. Because once blood touches something like that, rubber isn't sticking to nothing.
Yeah. Well, I guess when I talked to the company that made it, they said it's wider. It's real wide. So it's not like you're putting a belt around somebody's leg. This is, like I said, this is probably 3 inches wide. But I mean, I'm not a medical guy by any means, and don't listen to me when it comes to medical stuff. If somebody's medical related and they say don't use it, don't use it. I'm just telling you what I have.
Oh no, man. Everyone's just like, what's in the stuff? What's in the stuff? What's in the stuff? Maybe you should do a review of that.
Yeah.
That's funny. So real quick, did the so you got your YouTube stuff just like completely gone.
Yeah.
Your Twitter's running okay. So you got a new website. We got your website put it in the post itself, so that way instead of looking through the comments or something like that, somebody can look right at it.
Yeah.
Did you modify this website? It looks different from what I remember. Did you add anything to it, or is it the same?
Which one are you on here? The full 30 one?
No. Oh shit, there was a full 30 one too. Damn, no, I'm on the original one.
Where the hell are you?
The old.
Oh, you're on my YouTube one?
No, I'm at the technical reviews one.
Yeah, I've done a bunch of stuff there, but I've kind of been busy. I haven't done a whole lot with the webpage. I'm at our videos are at full 30, full30.com.
Gotcha. Okay.
And they really stepped up to deal with this whole YouTube BS. they've been just kind of in the background there for a long time, and in the last year, I got involved with them probably May, I think, of last year, and I've been working a lot with on the forum, helping to build that up. I got made the promotions manager there. Not sure how that happened, but I did. And now I've been trying to bring in a lot more channels to the video side. So that's where I have my videos now. I don't have to worry about my channel being deleted, which is really nice.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Full 30. Have we ever? I don't think we've talked about these guys yet, have we?
I don't know. I know I just contacted you guys. What was it? December.
Yeah.
I think said, hey, been a year. It says, be happy to talk to you guys about what YouTube is doing and how Full 30 stepped up, and you guys jumped on it right away. So let's get you on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll as a matter of fact, I'll drop the Full 30 link in there as well. So tell us about Full 30. Can you give us a little? I mean, I know you don't run it or anything, but can you give us a little? What's the what's the skinny on Full 30? What are they?
Well, Full 30, they're veterans, and they're definitely firearms enthusiasts, and they kind of came in a couple of years ago, and they got Hickok 45. He came on there, and a couple of the other big ones, Plinkster 22, and a few more. And they did actually just get, was that Jerry Micklick? Just got his channel approved on there. So he'll be showing up on Full 30. And it's primarily like the outdoor life, firearms, weapons, tactical equipment, reviews, education, that kind of thing. And what I tell a lot of people is, what's nice is, yes, there's ads, but it's not like on YouTube where, you're watching gun videos and you're seeing advertisements for getting an Asian bride mail ordered to you. It's like, I've been married. I've been with my wife for 34 years. I don't need an Asian bride mailed to me.
Can you send me that link? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you.
Hey, it's going to take me a moment to recover from.
Oh man. So they cover, so it's pretty much like an alternate, more of a, I guess you would say, yeah, it was more like it's what Field and Stream used to be. It's like the American Rifleman type of channel, the type of page. Is that what you're saying? I
would say probably like that. I want to say I thought I even saw an ad on there for American Rifleman, and guns.com has been on there as well. Yeah, I'm looking right now. It's a Sportsman's Guide is right up on the top. So I mean, they got advertisers, and I did talk to them a bit, and basically they're trying to grow a little bit slower because and I fully understand this. If they flood their system with all these new channels, you end up with people playing games. It's like, I don't want people playing games on this site. Go to some other site and post your game videos. I don't need to see people playing Roblox on Full 30.
People are doing that? People are using Full 30 for that?
No, they're not.
Oh, okay.
They do that on like YouTube and what was that, Twitch?
Yeah.
And all those are all they've got their game. They got their game sites. Just keep that stuff there.
Yeah.
But there have been people say, "Hey, I'd like to get my game channel on Full 30." Yeah, just keep walking, boy. We really don't need to see you playing Roblox. Now I forgot what I was saying.
Okay, so I'm sorry. You lost me on the mail or bride.
I know what
the links. The links.
They didn't want 1,000 channels showing up. Then all of a sudden their bandwidth can't support it, and the servers can't support it, and they don't have the advertisers to support it, and it could kill them. And some of these other channels, I went through pretty much every channel that I could find for video hosting, and this is the only one that I even deal with anymore. The other ones, they've got nice stuff, but I like getting paid for the work I do. And that's one thing that's nice about Full 30. Whereas YouTube, I got like 50 cents or so for 1,000 clicks. I've been as high as $12 for 1,000 clicks on Full 30, and I'm averaging between $6 and $7 per 1,000 clicks. So the return on your videos is, even though you have smaller view, the people who are viewing it are actually interested in those products, which is nice. And you make the producers of the videos, they make more money off of the work that they do. And that's one thing that I just didn't like about YouTube was getting paid, pennies for 1,000 clicks. I think the best I ever did was 80 cents on 1,000. That's nothing.
Yeah, really. Do they have a live option? Because now I'm curious.
Well, I talked to them a while back. They don't right now.
Gotcha.
They said that it was they're considering it, and I would very much like to see that. You guys need to get your channel there and save for your videos there.
Yeah, dude. That's man. See, Dan, you're thinking, man. I'm telling you, that's exactly what I was thinking. If they have a live option,
yeah,
that's another channel we could use, because they I mean, I'm looking at it right now. I'm being like freaking heavily distracted by all the gun video, all the gun porn. It's fucking awesome
heavy.
Shit. Yeah, it's heavy. When did these guys come out?
It was a few years ago. I want to say like 3 or 4 years ago. Don't quote me on that. I'm just kind of guessing. I've been with them for almost a year. I want to say it was like February I got involved with them, and I had to wait for my channel to be approved. And then it was approved, I think, in May. So I've been with them almost a year. And it was very, very slow when I first got there. And I got involved in, as I said, the forum, because they also have a forum, which is nice. I couldn't find any other video hosting sites that had a forum connected with. It's not like connected. You have to have a different login for it.
Yeah.
But it's still Full 30, where you can actually go and talk to people about things and post your videos, and it's another avenue to promote your channel and your products. And I think you guys would be great there. I know that I've talked to a couple of the people on the forum, and some of them they don't know who you are. And as you know, how do you advertise? It's all word of mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't hardly do anything else any other way. And that's, so I keep posting, hey, WTF Nation Radio, you guys got to check them out. And if we can get you on the forum, it's not super active, but it is growing somewhat faster and faster every day, because we got active people on there now. Robert runs the back end of it all, the stuff that I don't know nothing about. He does a really good job, and now I just take care of the video producers and stuff like that, talking to them. And then, for the most part, we haven't had any issues on there with trolls or anything. The occasional bot shows up, but as long as you snap them right away, you don't get swamped with them. But I mean, it's just another avenue, even if you guys are just using it for storage. I mean, if you needed stuff on right away, Full 30 actually has a community channel where anybody, any videos can be put there from the Full 30 forum community. I mean, you can't put them; we can have them put there. Is what I should say.
Yeah, this is I'm looking at this. So it's got blog, forum, so you can post articles in here. You can
exactly,
yeah.
And that would be good for you guys to get in on too with the blog. It's this whole cross promotion thing, and that's what I'm trying to build on with what I do with Tactical Reviews, is this cross promotion of things where, I'm doing a lot of work and I'm getting a free product most of the time, but I'm getting followers from these companies that go, they go and they push out the videos and things, or other channels post up the videos, and I get get more subscribers because it's all cross promoting. I'm promoting them, another person is promoting them. I'm gaining from it, they're gaining from it, everybody's gaining from it. And that's what our community has to do, because the giants of the internet control everything, as in regards to advertising. You can't do anything on Google. They just block everything.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it. Oh wow, yeah. There's okay. Now I'm on the channels page right now. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at all the subscribers to each channel that's on there. Wow, this is Hey Spanky, write some note down on this, because this is I might have to
noted.
Yeah. I'm looking at this. This is add this to the project list. I'm curious to see about their live stuff, because I know I'm looking at one they have podcasts in there too, but I don't see anything live. You know what I mean? Because that's what we use YouTube for. We use YouTube as our library for live shows and all that. And then we have other places too that have, so that there's not one show. So in the event there's a show that has an issue with Como, or we have a breakdown with our systems, we have our shows that have been broadcasted onto those platforms.
Yeah. I kept a lot of mine on Periscope. They're pretty decent. Never had any issues with them. I played around a little bit with that, was it the Google Hangout, I think it is?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, because you can bring guests in, and they log in to your broadcast, and the software actually clicks back and forth between whoever's talking, which is kind of neat. You don't have to do anything except, watch the chats. And I thought that was kind of neat. The one time I was on that, I got on another person's show. They asked me to come in, and I don't remember what it was about. Oh, I think it was women and guns. I think that's what it was. There were two young ladies from Texas.
That's what I'm talking about.
They were, yeah. No, they're
Sorry.
I'm not going to say it anymore. I'm like really old. I'll sound creepy.
Oh, they're really young. Okay, got it.
Well, no, they were probably in their 20s. They were, the one was a mom. I guess that don't say much. Okay, I'll say it. They're both attractive.
There you go.
I don't remember who they were anymore. I'd have to look back. We had too much stuff going on at once. And they were really nice. And then there was another guy, he hosted them because they were having computer problems. So he hosted their show, and then he quick asked me to come in, that they could ask me questions. And I had a blast, and I enjoy getting on and answering questions.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of these. I'm looking at these freaking these. Holy shit! I'm digging this, man. We're definitely gonna have to look into this as another avenue in the event, because you guys got some of it's in here are a bloke on the range, Apex Tactical. I'm just naming some names. I'm not pimping them out. These are the Ranger Ups in there. You got a bunch. You are in there, so you just got some people in there that's pretty cool. I mean, I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's got a pretty wide selection of people in the tactical field. I think I seen Alien Gear Holsters was listed on.
Yeah, I saw that too.
There's a couple of ranges that are on there, and like I said, Hickok 45, Plinkster 22. I think Demolition Ranch is on there. I just got. Who is she? Liberty Doll.
That's what I'm looking at right now. Man,
I got her channel approved about a month or so ago. I got her in there. Yeah, she caught my attention. Somebody posted a link to one of her videos. I'm like, I got to talk to her. But, most of them, they don't want to talk. And also she's like, yeah, I'd be interested. I'm like, holy crap, she's got like a really successful channel, and she's talking to me. And she's a girl. It's like, oh my God. Stutter all over my words.
Wait, did you just say you didn't want to sound creepy? What's up with that?
Okay, I'm creepy. I'm a shy old.
Yeah, well, I mean,
guy on the guy.
Say, girl. Oh no, I hear you, man. I hear you. We got a couple of questions in here from Justin. What's the best body armor composite have you reviewed? What's the best one that you reviewed?
Well, that depends. There's different types. I've reviewed everything from the soft Kevlar, the woven mats, up to level 4 carbon fiber. And each one has its advantages and disadvantages. The level 4 and the level 3 ballistic plates weigh a ton. I don't want to walk around with that, and they don't move. You can't hardly. You're really restricted on your movement. Whereas the Kevlar woven mats are they're nice. You can move around in them, but geez, don't get hit with a round. I shot one of those probably from 5 feet away with a 500 Magnum 700 grain round, and it broke 2 2x6s behind it. That's how far the mat pushed into the wood, but it didn't penetrate. Well,
yeah,
I mean,
yes.
You have to have the woven mat removed from you surgically, but the bullet didn't go in. But I think as far as the best well-rounded one, there's a Neurosys polyethylene, I believe it is. And they're actually so light that they float on water. They're really thin, and they're level 3 certified, level 3A. And they will stop pretty much any handgun round short of a 5.7 by 28. Those FN rounds, they're so small and so fast they get between the fibers. I don't think you're going to get anything on a soft armor that's going to stop that. One of the guys I know in Milwaukee, he has some of those panels, and he puts them in his daughter's backpacks for school.
Yeah, I've heard people are doing that now.
Oh, and it's not overly expensive. And instead of buying a whole flipping, bulletproof backpack, he just simply dropped one of these plates, and I'm serious, they will float on water. That's how light they are. But they are a little bit stiff, but not too bad. So it's really going to come down to what is needed. If you're looking for, you're going to be going up against rifle rounds, you're going to have to look at something like an AR-500 ballistic plate that's rated 3 or 4. I've never tried the ceramic, so I can't talk for that. But I mean, you're talking, was it military grade? Is the ceramic stuff?
Yeah, pretty much is what they use.
I don't know if how easy that would even be to get for a civilian. But if you're looking at wearing it every damn day, like a security or a police officer, then you're looking at the Kevlar, because that's going to have the most comfort. Whereas the polyethylene is going to be lighter, but it's going to hold moisture and because it's plastic. Whereas the Kevlar at least is going to wick away some of that moisture. But the Kevlar doesn't last as long when you're walking because it's constantly moving. So body armor is one of those things you can't just simply say this is the best.
Yeah, it's got to be by the grade of the material, correct?
Yeah, the grade of the material and the need. You're just going to wear it to the range. Get a polyethylene. If you're going to wear it every day for your job, probably get a Kevlar. If you're going to be on a SWAT team, you're probably going to have to get something that's ballistic. I hope that answered him.
I hope so too.
Yeah, that's the short answer.
I hope so too. Now, what about the someone just went back to the full 30. Is there an app for it? Is it like you can get on your phone?
I don't think so. I know we talked about it a while back, and there were some issues with the Apple store because there's guns. That it may not be allowed on there because there's guns on the site. And you're probably going to run into the same thing with the Google Play Store. I'm just simply repeating what I heard. This was quite a while ago, but I don't think there's an app for it. I just use my browser on my phone, and I don't have any issues viewing the videos. But I couldn't say if they are or are not going to have an app.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there you guys go. I'm asking this question from the audience. Everyone's like, we've already got a couple of joiners. People have already subscribed and already signed up to Full 30 already. So we're gonna check it out. So what's now that so YouTube's taking out the net now for you, and you're jumping on Full 30. Are you just gonna continue making on and whatever YouTube can go do with themselves, they can go do with themselves?
YouTube can do whatever they want to do. As far as I'm concerned, they can burst in the flames. I have this little bit of a sour taste in my mouth from them, as I know quite a few people on the forums also feel the same way. I did create a new channel, but I'm not doing anything with it. When I was doing the podcast, I was using it, but they limit everything that anybody sees on there. So, I mean, I really don't care. I actually refuse to post links to YouTube videos. That's my position on it. If I can find it someplace else, I'll post it someplace else. If I don't need to post it, I won't post it because I'm not gonna. And I'm just a tiny little fish I'm a tiny little phytoplankton in the ocean of the internet. But I'm not going to give them any of my traffic. So
no, I hear you.
That's
I hear you, man.
They made their bed. So I would much rather put my support into a site that supports me.
No, I got you, man. No, we're gonna have to after I'm gonna have to do some admin work later on this week with 430 to see what we could do. Man, that might be another platform we can jump onto.
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, you guys are all welcome to contact me if you need. You've got me on Twitter and you got my email. You even got my phone number.
Now, what do you do anything for Full 30? Are you like an admin or something?
I'm on the Full 30 forum. They're the promotions manager there. I deal with new channels that come in and want to get onto the Full 30 video platform. I'll give them the links that they need. I had a person that I was talking to at Full 30, but I think he moved up the food chain or something, and I need to get my new contact, but I think they're all at ShotRate this week. So I'm not able to talk to anybody.
Oh, that's right. Yep, that's right. SHOT Show's happening right now as we speak.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I'm not able to get a hold of anybody. So basically, I'm like this middleman buffer between everybody and Full 30. So I can feed out. So what that means is you got to kiss up to me.
Oh no! Whoa! Oh, exactly. Well, I mean, but we're in with you, man. So we don't. I mean, we're cool.
Yeah, Scotch. Scotch is a good starting point.
Wait, did you review Scotch as well? There's a drink that I saw. You reviewed a drink. Did someone send you a drink? I saw a picture of a drink of one of your reviews on your Tactical Reviews page, and one of your past reviews, and was a drink in there.
Somebody, I think I posted. I have these steel balls I keep in the freezer, and I put that's for my Scotch. So I'm always posting pictures of my balls on Twitter. Maybe you saw that.
Maybe I saw your balls posted on Twitter.
Yeah. They're cold and they're made of steel.
Dan, always a pleasure you coming on, man. Thanks again for coming on to WTF Nation Radio, brother.
Yeah, I love being here.
All right, man. Well, again, yep. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
All right. That was Dan Thurs from Tactical Reviews. We're going to go ahead and take a break right quick. Shots.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Moderation
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Hi, Lieutenant. How are you doing? Aw, did you find your land nav point, Lieutenant? Good job, Lieutenant. You get a
Expert Action Badge.
Put on your uniform right?
Expert Action Badge.
Show up to work on time.
Expert Action Badge.
Qualify on your weapon.
Expert Action Badge. Badge of Action.
Find your guidon.
Expert Action Badge.
That's right. Just doing your noble warrior task and drills, you get a
Expert Action Badge.
Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Shit in a bag, Pogue. Badge of Action.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Action Badge.
Looking up and fading out, cirrus shapes I found blow me away. Van Allen right around, pushing through. Skin is brown, nature has us trapped in fear, so I get lost in sound. I wonder if you'll ever know why I am the way I am. I've been thinking
this Facebook Live? I've never heard of this shit.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Oh shit, my bad. I was sorry about that. I was in conference. Somebody was blah 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 blah. Some other shit. Hey, real quick. That segment went quick. Damn. Thanks for coming on, Dan. That's fucking awesome. Looking at that full 30 shit, and now I'm curious now. I wonder what we can do on that. I'm thinking about the possibilities of it was like kind of really enlightening to see that this full30.com, it's almost like an alternate universe YouTube. Does that make sense? It's like I don't know, it seems like it makes kind of sense. Spanky, you okay? You good? You drinking something? You're serving up some drinks?
Good. I'm good. Yeah, I had to go make one real quick.
How about this? I was like, I heard you said I need a drink. All right, so you're right. I need a drink, so I want to make sure you're good to go. I'm just kind of like thinking, wow, some of the possibilities that we could use for this are quite stunning. Guys are asking how come we didn't do SHOT Show. That's in the works. We missed cutoff time. Don't worry about it. There's stuff happening in the future. WTF Nation Radio will be a little bit more louder than normal, I guess you would say. Daytime shows and all this other stuff that we're gonna bring back. Bunch of other crap. Don't worry. It's not just more stuff for you guys to enjoy WTF Nation Radio. But yeah, it was a good question, Jake. But anyways, the next thing I wanted to talk about was now it's being overshadowed. So Fox News, we said we were gonna make fun of Fox News. Posted a graphic.
What does the Fox say?
And mind you, this is what the graphic said, okay? WTF Nation Radio is not saying this is happening. WTF Nation Radio is not saying, or U.S. Army WTF Moments said this happened. Fox News posted a graphic that Ruth Bader Ginsburg died.
They probably have it like sitting there ready.
They had that shit on the fucking flip. Like it was like, brown. I'm not laughing because of the thought of RBG fucking going down. I'm just figuring I just thought it was funny that Fox News had that shit on the ready. Now everyone's like, well, most TV networks already have a graphic ready, and they do. They do have that ready. But that's not like ready as in like, I don't know, fucking they're gonna cut in front of you.
They
ready?
Probably just updated it. They probably had it like 2018, and then we got to update our graphic now. Make it say 2019.
But that's not something that you have. That's not something that you have on the ready. What I'm saying though is that, like, for instance,
right,
when we do graphics for our show, we have graphics like that pertain to what we're going to be talking about, and we have our Monday edition graphic. We have our Sergeant's Time. Everyone's got their own little graphics of what they're talking about, right? The discussion of RBG's death, it's not something that is on the forefront of our show. You know what I mean? So for that to even go, blink, there you go.
Right? Like, who put that together and put it in like their slide deck or whatever?
Exactly. Oh man.
They better not have a Betty White one ready.
Oh my God! I no. I don't. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even want to. They don't even want to have. I don't know. No, stop. See, why did you even say Betty White? I'm totally distracted now, Spanky. Why would you even say? Why would you even say her goddess Betty White? Why would you even say that? That's nothing's happening to her. She's immortal.
Exactly. That's why they better not have one ready.
Yeah. Now Fox News. Hey, it's okay. I mean, you guys could once in a while say, "Hey, oops" or something like that. I know. Have we ever retracted a story before? Have we ever had anything like that? Where we had to retract a story? Have we? Have we ever do that?
Have we on the radio? I'd have to go back and look.
I don't think we have. Yeah, I don't think we've ever. Now, I've said that we corrected some stuff, but we never had to fully apologize for anything that we said. Fox News doesn't do that. Everyone's like, "Oh, give me a cracking on Fox News. It's better than CNN." I'm just saying that Fox News isn't all but perfect. CNN is all messed up. MSNBC is all messed up. Everybody's all messed up and all this other shit. When it comes to some of the reporting, but they make mistakes too, and it's funny because it's funny. Welcome to our level, Fox News. Now, when it comes to a gaffe of a technical issue, you know what I mean? Like our Facebook Live just went down. Fox News posted RBG. We're even. And so to all you copycatters and biters out there and multiplex haters, hate that hate on WTF Nation Radio. We have several radio stations, terrestrial radio stations, that actually repeat what we say, literally word for fucking word on the subject. On all of our shows, they take some information from this show, they take some information from Jay Ready's show, they take some information from Tuesday's show, because I listen to all the shows, so might drive into work, I'll hear the local whatever, or I'm having lunch, and we're shooting the shit. And all of a sudden I hear something that I thought I heard on WTF Nation. I thought I heard Jay Ready say that, or I thought I heard, Kaz say that, or I heard, the Owl Man. But
if they start using my made-up verbs, then we have an issue.
Yeah, if Rush Limbaugh goes and says these individuals are sergeanting, he's done. He's just fucking done. He's been quiet lately since we dimed him out on air, and I think word spread that we dimed his ass out about calling Colin Powell a colonel.
Right.
Now he went pretty quiet there. He stopped talking about the military for a little bit. I'm not saying it was us. I'm just saying that we were squawking pretty loud on that shit when El Rushbo was talking all that crap. So anyways, yeah, it's okay, Fox News. It's okay for you to say, oops, we accidentally posted a graphic that had the death of, whatever, MAGA kids, that's what they were doing. They probably went real quick. They probably went really good. We want to apologize about the graphic. MAGA kids in the MAGAs. But, well, thanks, Jake Ford. Thank you. We really don't have to retract the story unless we research it. Now, don't get me wrong. We have individual correspondents within the WTF Nation world that do stories and all that. The main page has their PAO section of all their people and stuff like that. We have our PAO section with our people and stuff like that. So, yeah, it is researched. We've done one correction. All right, thank you, guys. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You're right. Yeah, there was one correction, but never had a retraction. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. It's our 4 years. Oh, my God. 4 years is coming up.
It is.
Oh, my God. What are we going to fucking do?
Like March 7th, right? I can't even remember our birthday.
You can't even. Oh, my God. See,
I can't remember my own birthday.
Birthdays, and you know how I am. Birthdays are, to me, more important than fucking Valentine's. To me, more, I don't know. For some reason, birthdays are more important than Valentine's Day. I'll hook it up on a birthday. You know what I mean? Especially if the birthday falls on a weekend. If the birthday falls on a weekend, I hook it up. You know what I mean? It is your whole birthday weekend of festivities, all about you. All about you. Oh, hang on, we just got this in. It appears that the 7th Special Forces soldier that was missing in Florida has been found. He was arrested. Okay. More details will follow, of course, on U.S. Army WTF Moments. But it was March 7th. March 7th. That WTF Nation Radio 2015 was founded. Its inaugural broadcast when Red Leg flipped the switch and has produced over thousands of live radio broadcasts, video broadcasts, and podcasts. So it's pretty crazy. It's going to be awesome. You know what? That's a good idea. I think we have to war game our party.
I know it's coming up like quick. It's like on our 6-week training calendar.
Yeah, we got to put it up right quick. We got to bust it out real quick and put it on the QTV calendar, long range training calendar. What day is that? What day does March 7th fall on? It falls on a Thursday. It falls on
Sergeant's time party.
It falls on Sergeant's time. Maybe we should do it like the weekend. Like we should have like a birthday weekend. Like,
I mean, you just said we should have like a birthday week, at least like a long weekend type party.
Yeah, exactly. Let me see. You going to go to Sturgis? Oh, you know what? Sturgis is pretty good. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I went last year. Well, no, the year before.
The year before.
Gosh, I can't remember.
You went
I was stuck up there for years, and I went and saw Right Therapy Project that year.
Yeah, exactly. Right Therapy. You did. I remember that. Yep. Yeah, I remember that. Holy shit. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, birthdays. I love birthdays. So we'll just do a birthday weekend. It's a celebration, bitches. So March 7th is WTF Nation Radio's birthday. It'll be 4 freaking years. God, we'll do a birthday broadcast. Let's see who knows what kind of guests we'll get on there on Thursday. Who knows what's going to happen on Saturday. God, it's going to be awesome. It is going to be awesome. Maybe we'll play some stuff. Well, maybe we'll make that just some... we'll see what Otto, because Otto still works. We'll get Otto to put some old shows that happened that day. So we'll have like a rewind of the previous shows on the birthdays, because we had some fucking funny ones. There were some hilarious ones. So, anyways, it is a Thursday. Yep. All right. So cool. It would be cool to go to Sturgis. I wouldn't mind going to Deadwood, but that's just me. So the kid that was found, the Special Forces soldier, soldier was reported missing. Everyone had a bolo. We even posted on U.S. Army WTF Moments and the 7th Special Forces Group page. He's been found in northwest of Florida in Collier County. And so Sergeant Tucker was arrested after investigators said he got in a fight with officers who found him in Collier County. He's charged with aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer and resisting arrest. So he was reported missing on duty. We had put a bolo out on Monday the 14th. And why was he in South Florida has yet to be determined. So we'll find out what's going on. We'll find out what happened. So that'll be pretty... That'll be pretty cool to see the story that story, Ross. So that's just breaking in right now from the main page. I got it from the main page news desk. That's pretty cool. Holy shit! Insane. So what we're talking about? Oh yeah. So thank you, Cos, for bringing that up. So we've only had one correction, but not a retraction. But anyways, we try to get you the best information. So real quick, Flash isn't here to do the sports page. And it's usually the 20 after the hour, Flash does the sports page. And you know what? Every time something huge and something major in sports happens, Flash isn't here.
Right? Because I did learn there were some important games going on this weekend, or this past weekend.
There was,
some bad calls or not callings of the things, and some I did read up on some sports.
Yeah, there was some sport action going on. So real quick, let's see. Here we go. Now we're gonna do. Hey, Sexual Chocolate, you are the winner of the WTF Nation with the main page admins, main page personnel, and the radio staff. For fantasy football, contact us at WTF Nation Radio's Facebook page, or go to contact@WTFNationRadio.com. You got to get a hold of us, man, because Sexual Chocolate, you have a treasure trove of gifts and stuff that you earned for winning the WTF Nation fantasy football thing. So Sexual Chocolate, the individual that goes by the name of Sexual Chocolate. Because then, I don't know, would you want me to give this guy a timeline or something like that? We'll have to discuss that. We'll post that on our Facebook page. Yep, 7th Group out of Eglin, yep. So, Sexual Chocolate, contact us for the WTF Nation Radio. You won the freaking fantasy football. We're like all excited going, hee hee hee. This individual is going to hee hee hee. And no gifts. I'm going to start giving... Sexual Chocolate, if you don't do that, I'm going to start going to people in the chats and just start giving gifts and shit. Your gifts. and then send a picture. Everyone send a picture of the gifts. This would have been what Sexual Chocolate would have won had he she contacted us. I don't know if it was a chick or not. Flash is the keeper of the cards on that. So he just told me, hey, he always says, hey, always bring up the winner of the WTF Nation Fantasy Football. It was a good year. And so there we go. In sports news, me and Spanky are going to fuck this up. I'm going to tell you right now, because there's going to be some issues going on. And you guys can get mad because we didn't talk about something, we didn't say something, but tough shit. So here we go. The Chiefs got beat by the Patriots. The Saints got beat by the Rams. So it's going to be the Patriots and the Rams going to the Super Bowl. Was it the broom ball? We were talking about me and you, Spanky. We were laughing about it.
Right. I'm like, is there an important football game or something on? Or no, I said, is there an important sports thing going on today?
I made nachos. I made nachos because the game went into overtime. I'm like, oh, I got to see this. And as soon as my nachos, I haven't like just a couple chips in. Damn. The Patriots won.
No, it's funny. I just Googled football news, and I guess my Google thinks I like soccer because that's what it pulled up.
Because your phone spies on you and shit. So my shit came up broom ball and stuff like that. So have your own brew. Like they think I live in New Hampshire. I live in New Hampshire. I play broom ball in New Hampshire. So going back to what I was saying. So I guess go ahead.
Oh no, and that's just it. It's like I only read about it because I heard everybody on my timeline was saying the refs won it, not the players.
Correct. Yeah, it was the okay. So real quick, the Pats Chief game was like the second most watched AFC title game in like 42 years. It averaged like around 53 million viewers, just shy of the 54 that was Pittsburgh victory over the Jets in 2011. So they said that the rating fell down and all that. They were going back and forth about ratings and all sorts of shit. Yep, got it. I don't care about that. What I care about is this whole play. Something happened with something happened with the Chiefs or something like that. I guess they were kicking ass. They were like behind, and then all of a sudden they just freaking pulled it out of the bag and started catching up and pulling up. And then is it something that Tom Brady? I don't know, dude. Is it just something about Tom Brady? You're just kind of like,
I don't know. Just from what I see personally, because I like to watch football. I'm just I'm not like, oh, I have a team or I have a player. I have this. Yeah. I think it's like with New England and Tom Brady. It's like either you love him and are like riding his dick, or you absolutely hate him. I don't think there's any in between with that. Except for me, where I really just don't care. Like, it's like, I think there's like one or the other with him.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just kind of like looking at this stuff, and then everyone's getting mad. So here's the thing. I mean, it was a good game. Game went into overtime. Now, here's the thing that I have an issue with going into overtime. That once the game went overtime, I didn't even think about this. The guys had to flip a coin to go into overtime like it was a whole new brand, like it was a brand new football game or some shit. And I didn't get that. They should cut that shit out. They should have just left it go. Looks like another inning. You don't flip fucking coins and shit when you go into extra innings in baseball. You should flip a fucking coin to go into overtime for football. But
I agree. So just kind of like keep going.
Yeah,
where you start where you left off. I don't know, but again, they don't pay me to make the rules.
Exactly, Jake. Now everybody, WTF Nation Radio has already said we're pulling for the Rams. I don't even like I said I don't even watch football that much. You beat the Chiefs. That's fucked up. I wanted the Chiefs to go. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this. But I wanted the Chiefs to go to, I wanted the Chiefs to go against the Rams, But that's it. That's that would have been a good game. The Saints. Okay, now the Saints playing against the Rams. Woo, man. I guess they had a bad call.
Or not a call.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah,
they didn't call.
Yeah, they didn't call. So I guess there was something that was happening with. I guess everyone's talking about a non-call that fucked up the games, the Saints game at the NFC Channel, and it ended up being the fucking end of the game. Everyone's like fucking saying, "Hey, Lee, what the hell's going on?" Like what the hell happened? This is supposed to be, it's supposed to be. We're not. They're talking it. They're literally talking that this is a scam. Well, what happened with what happened with the Saints in the LA, against the LA was a scam. It was blatant pass interference. Rams cornerback Nickel Ruby-Coleman should have drawn a penalty when he decked. I mean, he smacked him. The wide receiver Tommy Lee Lewis.
Oh, I watched that.
I was kind of like,
I definitely know enough about it.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to be. Yeah, you don't have to be You can be a complete football autist on this shit and go, yeah. That was fucked up. That was fucked up. Even to the point where the guy who did the smack said he admitted it. Yeah, I fucked up. But everyone else didn't do anything about it. They made the call and then they didn't make the call, and the Saints didn't get their first down that they should have gotten. Opportunity to score, fucking run out of the clock, game winning score, and they had to settle for a field goal that just got them freaking. They lost 26 to 23 in overtime. So of course, obviously, in football, things can happen so quick and all that. But it just seemed like I don't know. It just didn't seem like it was a good game that freaking Kansas City played, and then this whole thing with the smacking shit like that was like crazy ass fucking officiating. And now everyone's talking about why are they not why are they not why are they officiating anybody? Why in other words, what is it about all these things that are being placed on the players? Why aren't the the officials getting the same amount of hit time or the same amount of counseling time or retraining or fines or whatever?
No, well, I kind of agree that there should be some kind of retraining, some kind of this. Like if we fuck up on our jobs, we need to be retrained. How did you not see that if that's what you were supposed to be watching? I don't know. I wasn't there.
Well, you're supposed to. That's what I'm saying. It's just like how. Okay, look,
you're supposed to be watching that.
Exactly. You're supposed to be looking for shit like that. You are paid like okay. I'll put a military equivalence to it. We're senior NCOs. We're paid to be senior sergeants and do sergeanting shit. Okay. If we're totally we're omitting fucking shit or not reporting errors or something like that that what sergeants are supposed to do, then we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. If everybody, like I said, even Matt Damon fucking saw that fucking hit being pass interference and said, dude, what happened? That's it.
Right, and I had read this rumor, and I hadn't had time to research it yet, but because it's just a rumor, like that ref used to play for the Rams, like back in the 80s and stuff. But of course, anybody pulls out all these rumors, and literally that was one of the things that I had planned on trying to look up before tonight's show, because I was like, I gotta be Flash tonight. Let me look this up, but I literally have not had time. But to like, is that really true? Because all their NFL rosters are out there, and I'm literally trying to do it now, and I can't get anything to work for me tonight because I'm trying to do it on the fly. But I was like, that really can't be true. That's somebody's like conspiracy theorist stuff. They've already admitted that, like, yeah, he blew the call. He didn't make it. Like the NFL's even said that, and
So then why the
they're
fuck?
Saying,
so why didn't they give the Saints something, or what I mean? Or overturn the game,
really can't. It's like why? Well, I guess what I'm asking is like, couldn't they have challenged? Well, I guess they can challenge a call. How do they challenge not having a call? Like there was no call on it. So I know that they can challenge a ref making a bad call, but there was no call on it if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know how they could challenge it. It's like, they can do the instant replay if the refs make a bad call, but they didn't make one. I don't know.
They didn't make a call.
So that's what. So that's where I'm like. So what do you do? Like,
you have an Indian walker.
There's no rule for that, I guess.
Yeah. You have an idiot like that. That's fucking.
Like turn a blind eye,
yeah,
or
saying,
just, or maybe just missed it. Was off in La La Land, or was watching a different player. Who knows? Like you know, but if that like the ball's coming that way, that kind of should be where you're watching. I don't know. Like, is it retraining? Fire him? Fuck, I would quit if I was him. Like, yeah, I need a new job if I missed that.
I think it's funny that fucking people. I mean, I'll be honest with you. The players have been so. I think the NFL now has gotten so much to the point where it's weird that the NFL went from everybody hating the players to now everyone backing up the players on shit. It's just odd. We're like the NFL is like it's like our hated relative that we fucking hate you, but we still kind of love you, fucker. Piece of shit NFL. What kind of uncle are you, motherfucker?
Right?
You fucking.
It's the uncle that gets drunk at parties.
Yeah, and brings up shit that you did when you were a kid. When you said you're the one that said not to tell mom, motherfucker. You're talking shit. You know what I mean? That's that uncle. You know, fuck you, and I'll make sure everybody kneels and kiss my ass. You know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck? Let me show you a goddamn razor commercial to piss you off. And you were like, what are you talking about? What do you mean about this? What the fuck? No, but again, it's everyone's like comment. Fuck the Chiefs. Fuck everybody. Fuck yeah. But the whole point was, yeah. Anyways, so, but my point being is that this just in is that the Twitter account of the individual that supposedly ignited the Indian the backlash. The Twitter suspends account of individuals that it helped ignite the controversy. I don't know idea how was whatever, but I guess is that account. That account has been it claimed to belong to a California school teacher, but its profile was not of a school teacher, but of a blogger based in Brazil. So, Twitter suspended the account. But yeah, so I guess once it suspends the account and it gets all deleted, everyone's shit that's been retweeted and stuff like that are all going to be blank. Because once Twitter deletes you or something like that, but yeah. There's speaking of the nature of the fake accounts. This is what's happening. So yeah, it's a bunch of other shit. That's fucking crazy. That is fucking crazy. Well, there you go. Keep you. That's the update to that story. So now, Twitter is suspending shit. So they're suspending stuff from other people. I don't know don't know what reason why they did it. They just fucking did it. So whatever. Is it cold where you're at? Everyone's like fucking complaining to me about the cold. Hey, is it cold where you cold? Is it cold where you're at?
It was this weekend.
Yeah,
I almost died.
So what's like Jake said, like -5 where he's at. Fuck, dude. Holy shit. That's crazy. It's like snow in Arizona and shit. In the southern
it's region. Like 55 here right now, and yes, I have my heater on in the house, so I guess I'm a big baby.
Well, that's crazy. Yeah, I guess it's big snaps. Did you see the big blood thingy, the big blood wolf moon?
Yes, I did. Went outside and saw it through binoculars, and it was cold outside, so I was only out there for like 2 minutes, and then took my ass right back in the house.
Yeah, I was kind of.
I don't do cold.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking about that too. It was like, let me go check it. Yeah, I'm gonna go back inside. Fuck your moon.
I didn't even take a picture, with the shitty iPhone pictures that everybody takes. Yeah, I didn't even do that.
Yeah,
so just like, okay, you can go back inside.
No, everyone's like, oh, you send me a picture like that? I'm like, what about, what? I ain't got no fucking telescope. What is this, the fucking Griffith Observatory? I don't know. We're not powered like that. We don't have the Hubble. So you did catch it and was like saying, yeah, I caught it. I was like, oh, okay, cool. There's some big, But, were they singing We Didn't Start the Fire? Damn, dude. That's like old. Yeah, see, Jake said it's cold as fuck. They said, yeah, exactly. Damn, dude. Do you see? Jake said he didn't get to see the fucking. He didn't get to see the moon because of the stupid clouds. So a lot of people were saying that some of the areas where they couldn't see in the States because it was, don't worry, man, it was a red moon. And it looked like a red moon, like far fucking away. So it was not like in an area where you could see it good. I mean, it was like high, so you couldn't like, oh yeah, it looks like a. It's not like all the pictures that you expected it to be. You know how everyone's got these badass pictures of this big ass fucking moon. I'm like, whoa, fuck that. That would look like that looks pretty cool. The moon tonight actually looks fucking brighter than it was yesterday. Well, I mean, obviously, naturally, it was because it was a lunar eclipse. But
yes,
yeah,
obviously,
obviously, yeah, because I totally saw that shit. But anyway, oh god, thank you guys for all the fucking hosts and shit. We're getting a lot of hosts in the Mixer chat. Thank you guys so much for hosting us. Thank you guys for well, thank you so much for your comments. That's awesome in the Mixer chat. Yeah, we're gonna dig in that stuff for the full 30. What else we got going on, man? Shit, God, this fucking time flew by. We only got 20 minutes left. Shit.
What? Oh,
yeah, dude, man.
No, it's like housekeeping and stuff. I'm like, it's like already that time. It's like,
fuck.
Well, I guess when you have a guest, it does kind of make it like.
No, I was kind of like thinking, oh, okay, what else we got going on? And all of a sudden, I was like, womp, womp, womp. I was like looking at the clock and I'm like, whoa. Okay, well, dang. Let me go ahead and let me grab up some cut sheets here. And then let's get down to some serious business of talking about who we have coming on and all that. And then we will, of course, give you guys. So tonight you're listening to the Monday edition with Ice and No Flash. No Flash. Ice and Flash. I'm sorry. I'm just bringing balls Flash. I said No Flash.
And the Spanky update for sports.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, exactly. That's fucking funny.
Sports did stuff.
Yeah, he's like squeezing his freaking
Flash head explode.
Yeah, he's like, motherfucker, guys are fucking up my sports page because he gets all into that sports page shit, man. So make no doubts, I am not gonna fucking I'm not gonna diss the sports page. He loves the sports. So we got so tonight you're checking out this was the Monday edition. We had that was Dan Thors coming on here to hang out, and if you guys don't know him already, he was he is the owner, operator, and individual who runs Tactical Reviews. This is the second time he comes. I guess he's coming on every year or so to check up on us, see how he's doing. He had his YouTube page taken off because of guns and stuff. We all know that. Next week. Oh, wait, not next week. A couple weeks from now. Wait, is that next week? The 28th? The 28th. The 28th is next week. Wow.
The 28th is next Monday.
Yeah, next Monday. Okay. So we got Mark Yabanka coming on. Mark is a Burbank, California-based military journalist and author, and his articles have appeared in Stars and Stripes, Army Times, American Veteran, Vietnam Magazine, Military Herald, Soldier of Fortune, Airways, and many others. He was the author of three previous books: Distant War Recollections of Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia, Tears Across the Mekong, and Dispatches from My Father's War. Earned a master's in professional writing degree from the University of Southern California in 1990 and is an adjunct instructor of English and creative writing at the Pasadena City College in Columbia College. I'm gonna tell you what right now. He's gonna be coming on to talk about Vietnam. So if you guys, are you Vietnam history buffs? I am, specifically because I had my dad. He served in Vietnam. This for me will be awesome. He served as a public affairs officer with the California State Military Reserve, a support brigade to the National Guard Reserve. So, again, that is going to be Mark Yabanka. I think these guys, what people don't like coming on during the winter. I noticed that. You notice that? With like hardly any guests in the wintertime. But anyway,
they're out skiing or doing winter sports.
Yeah, they're all doing stuff and all that. That's kind of crazy.
Same in the summer. It's like winter and in the middle of summer. It's like they're out doing stuff.
Yeah,
spring and fall, we're like swamped.
Yeah, exactly. So Tuesday is going to be Tuesday with Al. I don't like saying tied up with Al. Tuesday with Al. Wednesday's a day off. Thursday is starting time with me and Spanx. And then Friday's off for now for a minute, just about another week or two. And then we have the Tinfoil Times with Jay Reddy. He is in Kansas, and it was snowing like crazy. So power's knocked out, and he was having power issues. So that's why he didn't broadcast. That's shit happens. And then Sunday is with Kicking It Cause with Team Old, Cause and Al. But yeah, really, man, listen to us on all of our stuff. We got all the platforms up. We have YouTube, we have Twitter. Share, like, and follow us on the Facebooks at WTF Nation Radio. Of course, you're listening to us either on WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments. Either or doesn't matter. Just pop in the link, throw a like, share, follow. Everybody check out our Mixer. Go on the Mixer app to check us out as well. It works pretty good. If you just want to chill out on the couch and just read a book and you'd like to hear all of our voices on your Xbox, you can go on to Xbox Live, go on to Mixer, and you can look us up, WTF Nation Radio, and you can sign in through. You can listen to us through your stereo surround system and stuff like that. So we've even had Mixer parties. So sometimes when I go hang out and I say, "Hey, you got an Xbox? And I want to hear WTF Nation Radio." Oh, really? No, I put on there. So, anyways, you got anything, Spanx? Are you good?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm sorry. I'm doing front desk things. You got me multitasking. You work me to the bone here.
I'm just kind of like
No,
you're good. Okay, because I'm kind of like I'm kind of like going through and going okay.
No, we do have a couple more guests that are in the works for February, and we'll when it gets a little closer, because we know y'all, including me, have kind of a short attention span, so we're just trying to tell you about the upcoming ones in the next 10 days or so.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, thank you all for hanging out with us, shooting the shit, and joining us on WTF Nation Radio tonight. You don't got anything for me? There's there's always. Oh, hey, look. Don't. Look, don't ever think that when we are broadcasting some shit and we're asking for an opinion and we're don't report us. Going back to this reporting thing, it pissed me off. It kind of threw me off of whack, because 30 minutes into the damn broadcast and we were getting some reports of something. Who cares? Okay, there's some stuff that you may like that I'm gonna hear. I don't care. I don't like it. I'm gonna shut it off. I'm not gonna be a bitch and report it. So there you go. So thank you all for joining us tonight, and shouts. This is some Space Force.
Intergalactic horse, and we'll ride into the sun, yes, into the sun, where we'll take the day by planting a flag right there at its source. Space Force. And now they say that they've discovered life up there on Mars, so let's blow it all to hell and then claim it for ours. We'll paint the moon red, white, and blue for no other reason than we wanted to. Oh Jupiter, imagine what you could become. A stupid, pointless planet turned into a giant gun. And Russia, so sorry, have to burst your bubble. Be a good sport, now sit back, relax, and watch us through the hubble as we celebrate the greatness of the United Planet of America. Space Force, we'll saddle up our intergalactic horse, and we'll ride into the sun, yes, into the sun, where we'll take the day by planting a flag right there at its source. Space Force. Now we'll go to infinity and beyond, beyond. You'll hear our manly voices singing Space Force strong. The critics say sound doesn't travel in space, to which we reply sound will do as we say. Oh, Captain Kirk, your achievements, though notable and fine, as far as we're concerned, this is Deep Space Mine. And big fans, but Lord Vader, step away from the lightsaber. There can only be one, of course. Space Force. Ra-da-da-da-da-da, ra-da-da, ra-da-da, ra-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum, dum, 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 ra-da-da-da-da-da, ra-da-da, ra-da-da, ra-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum, dum, 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 dum. Space Force, Space Force. We'll saddle up our intergalactic horse, and we'll ride into the sun, yes, into the sun, where we'll take the day by planting a flag right there at its source. Space Force. Space Force.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you. On.